Hey, what's up, everyone? Sorry, I had a tiny bit technical problem right before I entered the live broadcast. So yeah, if it seems like I was kind of a little tiny bit. So here, I'm here now. So first, let's do this real quick. 大家好，你们好吗? Seriously, how are we today? You've been having a couple of stressful days, and how are we sleeping last night? I know probably a lot of people who reside in America haven't been getting much sleep for the last couple of nights, but it's okay. I promise today we're gonna just learn something I personally considered pretty easy that does not require a lot of grammar points. It does not require you to be fully mentally charged to do this. So today we're gonna learn how to count in Chinese. All right. Allow me a moment. Let's bring this up. All right. Before we started to do this, I strongly encourage you to watch Ed's video. I think he did one on the Chinese numbers, how to say numbers in Chinese, and then I think it's really great. First, for a non-Mandarin speaker, his pronunciation is actually pretty on point. Pretty on point. So I was super impressed when I watched that. And second, I really like that he's going in from a non Mandarin native speaker point of view. That, like, as an English speaker, how should you pronounce these words? Which is, again, I think it's super useful if you are yourself a native English speaker. Okay, let's start. Let me bring myself a little bit smaller. Okay, of course, first we have E, and next up we have R. ER is, if you want to do that more, if you're an English speaker, as Ed has said, you can kind of do it like the letter R. So it has to be a little bit bigger than ER. So R. Of course, like I believe in the southern China, some provinces people do call this but the more standardized way is to say R, like open your mouth a little bit wider. Next up, we have san, and after san, si. After si, we have five, wu, and after that we have liu, and we have qi. Next up, we have ba. Next up, we have jiu. Okay, over here after jiu, I put zero, the number zero. For number zero, we call it ling, and it actually would come useful when you learn to start to count bigger numbers. We'll see this very soon. Okay, so here we're looking at the Arabic numbers. Now let's look really quickly how the Chinese characters look like. So over here, it's actually pretty easy from 1 to 3. ER, son. It really looks like a caveman was just using a stick to draw it on the cave. E with 1 horizontal line, R with 2 horizontal lines, and the first one being a little bit shorter, and San with 3 horizontal lines, with the middle one the shortest. Okay, from 4 to 10, it's getting a little bit more complicated, but I believe the numbers 1 to 10, 1到10, it's still pretty easy to write, even as Chinese numbers. So 10 here, you can see, it literally looks like a cross. So for a cross in Chinese, we call it a 十字 or 十字架, if it's something to hand. So 10, literally, it is a cross. You do a horizontal line, and then you do a vertical line. Sorry, my brain is not fully functional today. All right, so here's our Chinese characters. But next up, how do we count over? How do we count over 10? How do we count 11? 11. So for 11, we actually, what we do here is simple math. We put 10 and yi together, 11. And of course, now we can see from this picture, I'm just gonna do it in Mandarin, and you can see how it goes. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Last but not least, 20, because you have R, you have two tens, right? So, but you can say it as 20. It is 20 because you have two tens. All right, for the number R, I feel like I need to mention this. When we are counting, like if you want to say two butterflies or two people, two butterflies, butterflies is a word that I've never taught on this channel. So two people. For two people, we don't say 2个人. When we are using two, as when we are counting something, we say 2 instead of 2. So instead of saying 2个人, we should say 2个人. All right, let's move up a little bit. Now, of course, you know how to do this one. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And again, for 30, we have three tens. 三个十, so it is 30. So you can see the rules here, and it applies all the way to 99. Let's bring it home, So over here, how do we say 99 in Chinese? Of course, it is 99. First, we have 9 tens, and we have another 9. All right, over here, how do we say 100? All right, I'm going to use this picture. Can I make it even bigger because it's super small? Sorry. Okay. So for 100, it is called 百. So for 100, we say 100. And then here's the game changer. Just like Ab said, there's two ways to pronounce two in Mandarin. One is R. That's when you're just doing the counting. And the other way is when you're talking about the quantities of something, like the numbers of something. When you're doing that, you use 2 instead of R. So over here, for 200, I would say some people still say 200, but a lot more people, at least I think, the majority of mainland China Mandarin speakers, they would probably go for 200. 200. I think it just sounds smoother in, to your ears. I don't know how that rule applies, but usually it's just probably people's daily habits. We say 200. And for 1,000, we call 千. So you have 1000 for 1,000. And then for 2,000, you have 2000. And for 10,000, we have 1. And again, for 20,000, you don't do R1. You do 2万. Again, I think it sounds smoother, like it's easier on your tongue. Okay, so let's do a little bit of practice over here. There we go. First, we have 101. How do we say that in Mandarin? For 101, we say 101. See, that's why I want you guys to be familiar with how to say 0. 零. So, because we have a digit that does not have any, it's not like it does not have any number. It has 0 as a number. So, for 0 as a number, sounds like we're skipping a digit. We have to call it as it is. 零. We have to put that 零 in there. So, 100. 01 for 101. And next up, let's try 127. For 127, we count as 100. 27. All right, next up, we have 1,035. Again, we have another 0 in there. So what we do is 1035. We have to call that 0 there. And next up, we have just a random number I put there. 2000. There you go. 400. 68. By the way, this is 6. This is 6 in Chinese. All right. Next up, we have 10,050. Again, it's just a random number stored in there. So for this, we have 1,050. You might ask, oh, we have 2 zeros there. Why did you just read 1? Okay, that's how we do it. That we put 1 0 to indicate that there's not more numbers in between. So 1,050. It is not 1,050. I know, that's why I put that number in. And the next, last but not least, we have 2,400. That's okay. Here's why I put it there. This is 2,400. Some people might ask, okay, where are these zero gone? Like you keep saying that you have to read out the zeros. Okay, here's the thing. When the zeros at the end of the numbers, they basically mean nothing, right? So we don't read them out. So you can stop at 2,400. There's absolutely no need to read out those zeros if they're in the end. And even better, you can say 2,400 instead of 2,400. People would understand you. People would understand you're talking about 2,400. Okay, here's just, I round up some of the rules to ask you how to count in Chinese, how to say numbers in Chinese. Okay, here's the thing. Numbers is kind of like a base for a lot of the Chinese words that builds on. From numbers, we next up we get to learn how to say the days of the week and get to say years and months and everything else. So, okay. So here's a wrap for today. I hope you are having a good day, guys, and thanks for tuning in. And before we check out, of course, do not forget to visit our website and then the YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know the drill by now. So, 再见。